everybody, it's supper time at our house, and tonight I'm going to be fixing some stuffed bell peppers. So my sister and I went to see my other sister, our other sister that lives in Pikeville, Tennessee. And up above where she lives on the mountaintop are some working farms, and they have a really wonderful apple orchard up there. I think it's called Wooden's Apple Barn or something like that. So we went and got us some apples, and they were really good. But then we went down the street to a working farm. I believe the name of it was Jackson Farm. And so we picked up at the farm these awesome bell peppers. Look at that. That thing is humongous. And so they had all colors, and they're big. They had red ones and yellow ones and these pretty purple ones. Look at that. So I thought, man, I'm going to make some stuffed bell peppers because we haven't done that in a while, you know, and it's getting autumn. And that's the time I like to cook meals like that you bake in the oven and you get your house all heated up and smelling good. And so anyway, I haven't made this recipe that I'm doing tonight. It is actually the Pioneer Woman's recipe, so you know it's gotta be good. But I wanted to go through the ingredients with you guys, and then we'll get ready to cook. So we got rice, brown rice. She used that, what is it called? The long grain and wild rice, but I don't really like the wild rice because I'm wild enough in my life, and I don't need any extra wild in me, so I'm just kidding, I'm not. So anyway, we got olive oil, we have lean ground beef, and we won't use this whole package, but I do love this Laura's lean beef. It's organic, all natural, and we won't use this whole package. We'll use 8 ounces of that. We got yummy garlic. We got tomatoes, also fresh from Jackson's farm. We've got 1 zucchini that we're going to chop up and put in there. We've got mushrooms, which are my addition because I thought that sounded good in there. We've got onion and pepper jack cheese. Yummy. Can't go wrong with pepper jack cheese. Salt and pepper, of course. And then we got some of these little red peppers. Y'all, when I go to Pizza Hut, I always grab me a few of these because this hot crushed red pepper, I call it hot pepper, this crushed red pepper is actually spicier and better than some of them that you will get in your spice markets or the grocery store in the little jars. You know, those, who knows how long they've been in the jars. Well, who knows how long these have been in the packs, but they sure do taste good. So I just keep them and I use them in my recipes. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready to cook with you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, you can see I've got my ground beef in the skillet, browning it. And this gives me an opportunity to show you one of my favorite tools from Pampered Chef. And y'all know I don't sell it, but Deb does. So if you want one of these, they are awesome. And I don't think they cost very much. But this is, I think it's called the Mix and Chop or something like that. You see it's got these little paddles on it. And it really makes quick work of browning your ground beef. That's for sure. So I'm going to let this brown a little bit. Alrighty. Alright. I'm going to turn this camera back over here so you can see what I'm doing over here. Alright, set. Okay, so I've got my bell peppers, and I've cut the tops off of 3 of them. And I'm just going to put them over here in my dish that I'm going to bake them in. Okay, here you go. This is the Pampered Chef Rock Crock, of course. We've used that before. It's awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to show you how I'm cutting these peppers. Alright, take all the stuff out, all that, the innards. Alright, and then look in there. Good and empty? Okay. So I'm gonna just arrange them in here. And now, I'm going to keep these little pieces that I cut off of my peppers. These, because I'm going to use those. I'm going to be chopping those up here in a minute. But all of this junk, I'm throwing away. Into the trash you go. Okay. So we're just going to cut these up really fine, because we're going to put that in our mixture that goes into our peppers. Alright, cut these up. I'm also going to cut up this red pepper. I need some color. We need some color in our food, don't we? Eat from the rainbow, they say. So this will make it really pretty. Plus, red peppers do have a little bit different flavor than the green peppers do. I'm also going to use some of this purple pepper. Not all of it, because I want to save the purple pepper. Purple pepper, say that fast 5 times. I'm going to save the purple pepper for my salads this week and enjoy that with my salads. That's going to be really good because it has a really unique flavor. It's a mild sort of flavor. Anyway, I'm going to use just a strip or two of that. All right. I'm going to get these peppers cut up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now I've taken up the ground beef and put it on paper towels to drain. Although it was so lean, there wasn't really anything to drain on it. So now I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil and pour it in my pan. Probably about 2 tablespoons. Y'all know I don't measure anything, I'm just guessing. Okay. And I went ahead and chopped up with my food chopper all of the peppers I was going to use, as well as my onion. So here it goes into the pan. I'm going to show y'all this in a minute. It's so pretty. Into the olive oil. Okay. We're just going to saute this for probably 3 minutes or so. Isn't that pretty? Those red peppers in it. I wish I had more red pepper in there. Oh wait, you know what? I didn't even put all of the red pepper in there. Huh, no wonder there's not much red pepper. What am I doing? Okay. See, that's why I love this chopper, y'all. And voila, there's the red pepper. See how quick that was? There are no mistakes, only opportunities, right? Okay, now we're gonna see some pretty. We got pretty in our pan. Okay, so we're gonna let this simmer for just a couple of minutes. And while I was gone, I also put in a package of brown rice to boil, and I use the Success brown rice in a bag. That's just about what I use all the time because it always does a good job. It always turns out like I want it to. So, and it's easy. No muss, no fuss. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my garlic now. A couple of cloves of garlic. Alright, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way with my hand. Don't tell Debbie. Sometimes I really just don't like washing extra dishes. Are y'all like that? Or you just don't like to use anything because you'd have to wash it or clean it? So anyway, we're doing that right now. Okay, chop this garlic real quick. In goes my garlic. And y'all know it's always best to use fresh ingredients, but when you can't, you know, they make some fresh garlic in little packs that you can buy in the produce department. And sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I use that. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and chop up the zucchini and put it in. It doesn't take quite as long to simmer. Oh, goodness. Cooking's messy, isn't it, y'all? Cooking is messy. So I'm just going to chop each one of these very finely. Too big of a chunk. Oh, I knew I should have tried chopping two. And one more. My phone just rang, so that kind of kicked me off. All right, we're putting in our zucchini to our mixture. And in it goes. Just stir it around a little bit. Man, I look like I'm cooking for an army. This is a lot of stuff. Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm going to add some mushrooms now. And like I said, this was not in Ree's recipe, the Pioneer Woman's recipe, but I thought it would be good. So I'm going to go wash these really quick. Stems off. And I'm also going to chop those with my Pampered Chef chopper so they won't be big chunks in there. Flavor of mushrooms. And I only used about five mushrooms. Big ones. Last one. All right. Okay. Adding my mushrooms. Now I have not put any salt and pepper in this yet, so I'm about to do that. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. All right. I'm going to take my ground beef and I'm going to add it back into the pepper mixture. So there's the ground beef. Add it back in. That's about 8 ounces of ground beef. I may need a little more ground beef, so let me go grab some here. I split it a while ago, but I think I might have taken more out than I needed to. Let me put a little ground beef back. And these peppers are really big, so I don't want to skimp on the meat, because we like the meat. Alright, so here is our mixture thus far. Smells really good. Okay, and Ree said to put red pepper flakes as needed. As needed? Okay, so let me see how many I need. I like spicy. The hubby likes spicy. So, what do y'all think? I think I need all of them in here. Not really. I'm not going to put all of them. About half a little pack. I think will be good. I tricked you, didn't I? Y'all really thought I was going to put all, that whole pack in there. Which would probably be okay, but I just don't want them that spicy this time. Okay. Man, this is making me sweat. It could just be a hot flash though. Don't know. That happens sometimes. Okay, what's missing? What's missing? Tomatoes. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and slice up these tomatoes really quick. This is not my sharpest knife. I think I'll go ahead and use it because I don't want to wash extra dishes. That's why. Alright. My granddaughter would like what I just said because it sounded like Junie B. Jones. Because I don't want to wash extra dishes. That's why. I spent the night with her not long ago and she reads in the evening before bedtime from her Junie B. Jones chapter books. So I read them to her because she likes for Mimo to read to her. Even though she's a pretty good reader herself in 3rd grade. Big 3rd grader, Tatum. Alright, I'm chopping this up really fine. Actually, not really fine, just pretty small. And I'm using 2 tomatoes. It called for 4 Roma tomatoes. But like I said, they didn't have, well, they might have had some Romas up on the farm the other day, but I did not get any Romas. I did not think far enough ahead, I guess. But these will work just fine. They smell so good, y'all. There is nothing like a homegrown tomato. Do you believe me? I think you do. When we were kids, my brother used to tell me something, and he would say, "Believe me?" So, do you believe me? Alright, tomatoes are great. Now the tomatoes are going in our mixture. Y'all, we about got it all in there now. This pan is getting full. I think it's going to be good. Like I said, the Pioneer Woman, she doesn't make too many bad recipes. Well, actually, she probably makes no bad recipes. I used to work with her mother at Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Her mother is an awesome woman. She is an awesome cook herself. She used to bring us in some maple flavored cinnamon rolls. And honey, they were delicious. And I believe that Ree, the Pioneer Woman, does get a lot of her recipes from her mother. I mean, not all of them, I'm sure, but Jerry is a great cook. Jerry is a wonderful person and a wonderful cook. So this is the brown rice. It calls for 1 cup. So I am going to measure this, y'all, because I don't want to mess that part up. So I'm going to put 1 cup of the cooked rice into our mixture. Man, I'm making the biggest mess, y'all should see my kitchen. Everything's falling. All right, so here's a cup of brown rice, and in it goes. Stirring it up. I believe we are ready to stuff. Wait a minute. Okay. Through, Okay, now last but not least, I need to add, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that eye off. I'm gonna add the pepper jack cheese. 1 cup of pepper jack grated, so. Have my handy dandy cheese grater over here that I love. Y'all know I love me some pepper jack. Where'd I put it? Ta-da! Alright, so I'm just going to grate about a cup of this cheese, the pepper jack. We're going to go walk here in a few minutes while these are in the oven cooking. That way when we get home from walking, we'll be able to eat. You're not going to go without me, are you, honey? All right. It's not quite a cup, so a little bit more. You know, sometimes grating the softer cheeses is a little bit more difficult because it kind of just wants to gum up on you. And this is definitely a soft cheese. I should have put it in the freezer for a minute. All right. I'm not gonna measure this because if I get a little bit extra cheese, who cares? So here it goes. Into that we go. Now while you weren't looking, I took my bell peppers and I put them in my rock crock, salted the insides of them and stuck them in the microwave for just a few minutes. 3 minutes, I think is what I put them on. Just to give them a little bit of an extra head start on cooking. So, oh my goodness, this looks good. I could just stick my face right in this pan and eat it. Okay, so, here are the peppers. And I'm going to turn this so you can see what I'm doing. Don't look at my mess. It's a mess. Give me a good spoon here to work with. Okay. Alright, maybe you can see. The light's coming in this side of the kitchen. Okay, so here's our mixture. Can y'all see that? It's colorful and it's cheesy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff each pepper carefully. Somebody better be hungry. Oh, did you see that? I just dropped it. I told y'all I'm a messy cooker. It's just Tink and I at home tonight, but I sure wish I had somebody to eat the other two. I guess we'll have to eat them for leftovers one day this week. Because I don't think I could eat more than one at a sitting. Maybe I could, I don't know. What do y'all think? Could you? I don't know if I could or not. This big one has got, it is huge, this big pepper. Okay, fill them up to the top. Hi, kitty. Armani knows I'm cooking something good. He knows Mama's cooking. He's already been over here begging for hamburger meat. Right, buddy? All right. You see his tail sticking up over there. Hey, buddy. All right. So, I'm going to let you see these. How's that look? Doesn't that look good? Oh, my goodness. Okay, now, I'm going to top them with a little extra cheese, so let me bear with me while I grate a little bit more of this pepper jack. And then we'll put that on top. What do you think, Armani? Think it's gonna be good? Okay. Almost done there. All right, guys, I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to bake it. Whoops. Sorry about that. I'm going to bake it at 350 for probably 25 minutes. There they are. And we'll be back and see how they taste. Okay, guys, before I put these in the oven, there's something I forgot to tell you that we need to do. So I've got about 3/4 cup of water here, and I'm just going to put the water down into the baking dish. It's an important step I was about to leave out. I'm also going to put a little bit of olive oil on tops of these, just a little bit. All right. Keeps them from drying out. And then I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil. So we're going to bake it for 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Peace. And I can't wait to eat them. And there we go. So we'll be back in 30 minutes. Hey guys, the timer is about to go off on the oven. So we're going to take our stuffed bell peppers out. Here in just, there it goes. So they are going to be good. I may or may not have been snacking on the leftover filling in the pan. But I'm telling you, it was good for sure. Smell great. Okay. Is that hot oven up? All right, let me take this off so I can show it to you guys. Woohoo! I went to walk on the golf course, and y'all, my feet started hurting about halfway through, and I just sent Tink on his way. I said, you go walk the rest of the way, I'm going back to the house. So that's what I did. I have arthritis in my feet, so some days they do great and other days they don't. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this, if I can get the camera in here. Ain't that pretty? Stuffed bell peppers. And they smell so good. Honestly, they do. Oops, that one fell over. And I believe that the Hubs is gonna like them a lot. So, you guys have a great evening, and we can cook something again another day, and I look forward to it. And Deb, she's been working so much, we haven't had time to cook at all. And I called her today to see if she wanted to come cook with me tonight, and she was just too busy. So hopefully she'll get to join me again soon, because you can't really have cooking with Mo and Deb when it's just Mo. So. But anyway, I'm glad that y'all came to visit, and try this recipe. It's great. I'm going to put it down in the comment section. And if you guys don't mind, subscribe to our video, to our YouTube channel, and like our Facebook page. We'd love to have you follow us on Facebook and Instagram and all those things. Cooking with Mo and Deb. Thank you. Have a great day.